Okay, let's go again. Let's see if we can get a full battle this time. Okay, nope. I don't want to go first. Okay, so we start the Buffalont. Not ideal. But I do have the Arvin, so I'll be able to grab an air balloon. Although I do start the Turbo Energize, so that's nice. Ooh, and we have Alakazam, which could be bad because since Alakazam's Psychic Hand, it is a effect of an attack. It is not damage, so it does not care about Curly Wall. This is a different build, so they've got Fan Rotom, Shaman, and that's Doduo's on the bench. So maybe they're doing the Dodrio extra for extra draw, which actually may be good for us because that one is based on damage, and then Curly Wall does come into effect. So even though Curly Wall is not effective against Alakazam, it is against the Dodrio, and if we start knocking out the Alakazams, then I'm sure we'll see the Dodrios hit the active. So this is kind of your standard bench setup: 2 Buffalont, Kangaskhan, 2 Monkeys, and Cornerstone. So Cornerstone is there, of course, to protect against anybody who's got an ability. Kangaskhan is your primary attacker, though. So we're going to go ahead and Turbo Energize, because if they take out this one Buffalont, that's not a big deal. What I do know is I'm going to have to beef up my Kangaskhan as much as possible. And if I can get him swinging early, then we will be okay, because they've only got 6 cards in the hand. Now 5, so, that's 100 damage. And so it is going to take like a pretty big hand for them to be able to one-shot Kangaskhan. So even if Curly Wall's not effective, I'll still be able to move some things around. I'll still be able to use my Ice Cream as long as it's not a one-shot. So let's see, what are they doing? Okay, so they're going to Rare Candy directly into the Alakazam. They're doing Dawn. Yeah, this is a different Alakazam build than I've ever seen. Like, I understand wanting the secondary attacker, kind of a secondary strategy, and the fact that it can, those Dodrios can do a lot for a single energy, provided that, they have hurt themselves enough. And they immediately bump my stadium. Sad day. Yep, secondary Abra. And yeah, so Buffalont goes down. Okay. So let's Arzon. And I'm going to bring back a Buffalont. Run errand. Hey, okay. Well, I've already got Bravery Charm in hand. Yeah, let's go ahead and attach it, because right now they'll hit for 180. They need to hit 360. So they need a lot more cards in the hand still. Like twice as many. Okay, so that was 260. That was a lot, but not enough. So, let's see what we can do. And I'm going to discard my other Kangaskhan. So let's drop a couple more of these on here. Since they're self-damaging, that'll help them get to the self-destruct point even quicker. Let's go ahead and Arvin. Because with this, I can grab an ice cream. And basically, I'm just going to have to hope that they can't get another Alakazam next turn. Okay, air balloon, not what I wanted. Okay, and they do get the Alakazam. So, yeah, that's going to be plenty. 16 cards, that's 320. Powerful hand, yep. Oh, it always hurts losing a Kangaskhan that's got basically all your energies. Okay, let's see. What do we do? Okay, so I am going to play this Kangaskhan. I'm going to give Buffalont the Air Balloon, Bravery Charm Kangaskhan, Retreat. Because, as of right now, they don't have enough cards to one-shot. Actually, yes they do. That's what I needed. Okay, they're down to 2 prizes. So, I know. Now they're down to 2 cards. And so they are not going to be able to draw nearly as many as they need. And Crispin. Oh my gosh, those Pokegears were so clutch. So, they went from being able to do 360, now they can only do 40. And I can take that dark energy from my discard using the Night Stretcher. Okay, that probably saved me the game. Because if not for that, they would have been able to one-shot this Kangaskhan as well. Yeah, that's not a probably, that's definitely. That INO saved the game. And 2 zooming draws is not great. If you compare that to like the Dunsparce build, you know, that's 2 you're able, or yeah, 2 you shuffle in, 3 you draw. Let's see, here is where this is going to come into play. So Dodrio, of course, doesn't care how many cards you have. So they're protecting their Alakazam until they can get some more. And Ballistic Beak, that did a good amount of damage. So that was 160. Oh, and check this out. So Adrenal Brain, knock that one out. Now they got to bring up something else. There's the other Crispin. Okay. And my jumbo ice creams I cannot use yet because I don't have 3 energy onto Kangaskhan, but now I'm gonna. Okay, so attach that here. I'll attach the dark here so that way I've got 1 fighting left in my hand. Now I can ice cream. And I'm just going to go ahead and completely heal up because I do not want to risk getting one shot by Alakazam. And I drew another ice cream, so that's good. Okay, there's Pokegear. So they bring up Kadabra. Okay, Alakazam. And so there's still only single-digit cards in the hand. Okay, there's a powerful hand, 180, so it is a 2-shot. Unfortunately for them, it is not going to be enough. They basically got a 1-shot Kangaskhan in order to do the thing because I'm always going to move some off with the monkeys. Oh my gosh, look at that. 4 supporters to choose from, and none of them were INO. Okay, so let's Adrena Brain, and I can actually knock out the other Dodrio after both of these. There's the INO. Oh my gosh, what a fantastic prize to draw. Okay, Jumbo Ice Cream, INO again. So they went from having a commanding lead to trying to build back up after the last INO, and now they're back down to 2 cards. And run errand. Alright, and this is going as well as it can, because they don't have anything in play that can threaten me next turn, and I can take out anything of theirs. Legacy Energy, come on. Alright, you bought yourself a turn, buddy boy. Oh, you know what? I can still win next turn. If they do any damage to me, or at least 20 damage to me, actually just 10. If they do 10 damage to me, I can move over with Adrena Brain, knock out the Abra, and then knock out the active. Okay, well, so much for that. They're going to make me try a little harder. Okay, so all ice creams are spent. And that powerful hand was not nearly enough for them. So let's put them on you. Because next turn that will be a knockout. Run errand. Alright, we're going to do Lively Stadium. Probably shouldn't have done that, because now it's going to take both monkeys again. But that's alright. This makes it harder for them to knock me out. And I can get 2 prizes way more easily than they can knock out Kangaskhan. So rapid fire combo. Okay, I just need one prize, and I got a boss's order, so it really doesn't matter what they do at this point. I can win with Adrena Brain, I can win by rapid fire. Yep, concede. Okay, so Psychic Draw Alakazam can be scary, but we pulled it out. Good game.